The Sun's transit through Leo from August 16th to September 16th, 2024, is a significant astrological event that brings with it a wave of energy, influence, and transformation across various aspects of life. Before we explore the details, it's important to note that these insights are based on sidereal or Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. Leo, the Sun's own sign, is a place where the Sun shines with its full potential, magnifying its inherent qualities and bringing them to the forefront of our lives. This period is characterized by heightened vitality, confidence, and a strong focus on self-expression, leadership, and creativity. However, the interplay of other planets during this transit adds layers of complexity, creating a dynamic environment that impacts different areas of life in nuanced ways. As the Sun enters Leo on August 16th, Venus is already transiting through this fiery sign until August 25th. Venus in Leo emphasizes themes of love, relationships, creativity, and luxury. During this period, there is a strong desire to express love and affection in grand and dramatic ways. The presence of Venus in Leo enhances the Sun's energy, making this a time when people are more likely to seek pleasure, beauty, and artistic expression. Romantic relationships may take on a more passionate and vibrant tone, and there may be a strong urge to indulge in luxurious experiences. This period also encourages creative pursuits, as the combined influence of the Sun and Venus in Leo stimulates artistic talents and the desire to shine in creative endeavors. Whether it's in the arts, fashion, or personal expression, this transit supports efforts to stand out and make a lasting impression. However, it is essential to be mindful of the potential for excessive indulgence or vanity during this time, as the energy of Leo can sometimes lead to a focus on appearances and superficial desires. Mars, transiting through Taurus and aspecting Leo until it moves into Gemini on August 26th, adds a layer of intensity and drive to the Sun's transit through Leo. Mars in Taurus is determined and persistent, and its aspect on Leo fuels ambition and the desire to assert oneself. This aspect can create a powerful combination of energy that drives individuals to pursue their goals with vigor and determination. However, this influence can also lead to conflicts, especially in situations where egos clash or where there is a struggle for dominance. The combination of Mars' assertive energy with the Sun's authoritative presence in Leo can result in power struggles, both in personal relationships and professional settings. It is crucial to channel this energy constructively, focusing on achieving goals without resorting to aggression or forcefulness. This period is ideal for taking bold actions, but it requires careful management of temper and impulses. One of the most significant aspects of this transit is the mutual aspect between the Sun in Leo and Saturn retrograding through Aquarius. Saturn's retrograde motion in Aquarius signifies a period of reevaluation, reflection, and restructuring in matters related to social responsibilities, authority, and long-term goals. The mutual aspect between the Sun and Saturn represents a clash between the need for self-expression and the demands of responsibility and discipline. This aspect challenges individuals to balance their personal desires with the responsibilities they hold within their communities, organizations, or social circles. It can bring about a sense of tension, as the Sun's desire for recognition and authority in Leo may conflict with Saturn's demands for humility, patience, and adherence to social structures in Aquarius. This period may test leadership qualities, forcing individuals to confront their limitations and the consequences of their actions. For those in positions of authority, this transit may bring about challenges related to governance, decision-making, and the balance of power. It is a time to reflect on one's role within larger systems and to consider how personal ambitions align with collective responsibilities. The mutual aspect also encourages the development of inner strength and resilience, as it may present obstacles that require perseverance and a long-term perspective. Mercury's retrograde through Leo, ending on August 22nd when it moves back into Cancer, adds another layer of complexity to this transit. During this period, it is essential to be mindful of how words are used, as misunderstandings can easily arise. It may also be a time when past issues related to communication, creativity, or self-expression resurface, requiring resolution or a new approach. The Sun's transit through Leo also highlights its passage through different nakshatras, each bringing its own unique energy and influence. Starting with Magha nakshatra, ruled by Ketu, the focus is on spiritual matters, ancestry, and legacy. This is a time for reconnecting with one's roots and reflecting on the spiritual aspects of life. The influence of Ketu can bring about a sense of detachment, encouraging a focus on the non-material aspects of existence. As the Sun moves into Purva Falguni nakshatra, ruled by Venus, the energy shifts towards enjoyment, pleasure, and the fulfillment of desires. This is a time when relationships, creativity, and material comforts take center stage. Finally, as the Sun enters Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, ruled by the Sun itself, the focus returns to self-expression, leadership, and the pursuit of one's true purpose. This period is marked by a sense of empowerment and clarity, making it an ideal time for setting intentions and taking decisive action. If you have any natal planets in Leo in your birth chart, it also affects this transit. If the natal planet is friendly towards the Sun, you can expect general good results. Otherwise, you may face some challenges. Since the Sun represents our vitality, these matters also affect health. The Sun is often regarded as the symbolic representation of our soul. Wherever the Sun goes in transit for 1 month, our soul and our focus go into things related to that house. A person will feel gravitated, motivated, or even forced to take up things related to the house where the Sun is moving. To accurately assess the impact of these transits, it is crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant sign offers insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you will emotionally respond to these changes. Take into account the position of your current Maha-dasha lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current dasha period. This transit may manifest differently for each individual, and how they navigate this transit will depend on their personal charts. A more precise understanding of the impact of this transit can be gained by examining the Sun's Ashtaka score in Leo. Keep in mind that the effects of this transit are contingent on Sun's interaction with the planets in individual birth charts. It's also worth noting that individuals currently experiencing the influence of Sun dasha periods may feel the effects of this transit more intensely. To understand how this transit may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses it transits, let's delve into those specifics. For Aries, the Sun's transit in Leo marks a significant period for you regarding 5th house matters, which governs love, romance, creativity, education, and children. As the Sun moves into its own sign, its influence becomes particularly strong, bringing both opportunities and challenges. The 5th house is closely associated with love and romance, making this transit a pivotal time for you in your personal relationships. The Sun's presence in Leo can magnify egoistic tendencies, leading to potential conflicts with loved ones. You may find yourself raising the bar of expectations, possibly without fully considering your partner's perspective. This heightened sense of self can create tension, as the Sun's energy pushes you to assert your dominance and desire for recognition. To navigate these challenges, focus on empathy and understanding. Recognizing the importance of expressing love and acknowledging your partner's feelings will be crucial in maintaining harmony. The Sun's transit offers an opportunity for personal growth by encouraging you to reflect on your behavior and make adjustments that foster a more balanced and fulfilling relationship. This period also emphasizes the importance of loyalty and sincerity in love, urging you to cultivate deeper connections based on mutual respect rather than superficial desires. Creativity and intellectual pursuits are central themes during this transit. The Sun in Leo energizes the 5th house, enhancing your creative abilities and academic focus. This is an excellent time for you to channel your energy into creative projects, whether in the arts, writing, or other forms of self-expression. The Sun's influence will boost your confidence, allowing you to take on leadership roles in these areas. For students, this transit is particularly favorable, especially in competitive exams. Your determination and drive to excel academically will be strong, leading to positive outcomes if your preparation has been thorough. As a parent, you may find yourself more involved in your children's educational pursuits, potentially taking on a more authoritative role in guiding their development. However, it is important to maintain a balanced approach. While the Sun's energy can inspire great creativity and intellectual achievement, it can also lead to impulsive decisions, especially in matters concerning children. Strive to channel this energy constructively, avoiding the temptation to dominate or impose your will on others. The Sun's transit in Leo also brings significant implications for your professional life. This period is marked by opportunities for advancement, particularly for those working in government or related fields. The Sun's strong presence in its own sign indicates a time of professional prosperity and stable finances. You may find yourself in a position to expand your influence and achieve your career goals with renewed confidence and determination. However, this transit also warns of potential conflicts in the workplace, particularly with superiors or colleagues. The Sun's energy can lead to clashes of ego, making it essential for you to remain cautious and avoid unnecessary confrontations. Keeping a low profile and focusing on long-term goals rather than immediate gratification will be key to navigating this period successfully. Financially, this transit can be favorable, particularly for entrepreneurs and those seeking to increase their income. The Sun's aspect on the 11th house of gains and social networks suggests that you may experience financial growth and opportunities for material comfort. However, be mindful of impulsive spending and avoid taking unnecessary risks, especially in speculative ventures. Health-wise, the Sun's transit in Leo generally brings vitality and strength. You may experience improvements in overall health and well-being, especially if you adopt healthy habits during this time. However, the beginning of the transit might bring some minor health issues or challenges, which are likely to resolve as the Sun's influence strengthens. Be cautious of your impulsive nature, particularly in stressful situations. The Sun's energy can amplify tendencies toward anger and impatience, potentially leading to conflicts and stress-related health problems. Maintaining a calm and composed demeanor, along with a focus on physical well-being, will be crucial in ensuring that this transit brings positive outcomes. The Sun's transit in the 5th house also presents an opportunity for spiritual growth and personal development. This period encourages you to set clear goals for the future, aligning your actions with your higher purpose. The aspect between the Sun in the 5th house and Saturn in the 11th house of gains suggests a time of balancing material ambitions with spiritual values. You may feel a strong pull toward philanthropic activities or community service, which can help mitigate any negative effects of the transit. This is also a favorable time for introspection and self-discovery. By focusing on your inner strengths and developing a deeper understanding of your desires and motivations, you can harness the Sun's energy to create a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Overall, the Sun's transit in Leo through the 5th house for you is a period of intense energy, bringing both opportunities and challenges. By balancing ego with empathy, harnessing creativity, and focusing on long-term goals, you can make the most of this powerful transit, achieving success in love, career, and personal growth. For Taurus, the transit of the Sun into Leo, into their 4th house, marks a period of significant shifts in both personal and professional realms. The 4th house, traditionally associated with home, family, land, and maternal relationships, indicates that these areas will be under a powerful spotlight during this time. This transit brings a mix of opportunities and challenges, requiring careful navigation to maximize benefits and mitigate potential drawbacks. One of the primary areas impacted by this transit is family life, especially the relationship with the mother. The Sun's presence in the 4th house can amplify the mother's influence, making her more authoritative and potentially leading to conflicts or disagreements within the household. It's crucial to maintain a harmonious atmosphere and be attentive to her health, as the transit may bring health concerns to the forefront. The key is to offer support and care, ensuring that minor issues don't escalate into more significant problems. This period emphasizes the importance of family and home life, with a focus on nurturing and strengthening familial bonds. You might find yourself stepping into a more authoritative role within the family, taking charge of household matters, and ensuring that the home environment is stable and secure. However, this increased responsibility can also lead to stress, particularly if there are ongoing disputes or unresolved issues within the family. It's essential to approach these challenges with patience and diplomacy to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Professionally, the Sun's transit through Leo brings both recognition and challenges. The 4th house's connection to the home and comfort can sometimes be at odds with the career-driven energy of the Sun. This transit suggests that while you may gain recognition and respect in your professional life, it will not come without effort. The Sun's 7th aspect on the 10th house of career, where Saturn is retrograding, indicates that you might face obstacles or delays, particularly if your work involves government-related paperwork or large institutions. The retrograde Saturn in the 10th house further complicates matters by challenging the Sun's authority. You may find yourself pushed out of your comfort zone, needing to adapt to new projects or responsibilities that feel unfamiliar or uncomfortable. This period could be marked by office politics or changes in your workplace, requiring you to navigate these challenges with strategic thinking and resilience. It's advisable to step out of your comfort zone proactively, taking up new projects or responsibilities that could enhance your professional image. This not only helps in overcoming the challenges posed by Saturn but also positions you for long-term success. The Sun's influence in the 4th house can bring opportunities in buying or selling property, provided that the dasha period supports such endeavors. This period could be favorable for those looking to invest in real estate, as long as they carefully evaluate the pros and cons before making any commitments. However, caution is advised, as impulsive decisions could lead to financial losses or legal complications. In addition to property-related gains, there is also the potential for financial growth through passive income streams. This could manifest as profits from real estate investments or other long-term financial ventures. However, it's essential to remain vigilant and avoid risky investments, as the Sun's loss of directional strength in the 4th house can sometimes cloud judgment, leading to hasty or ill-informed decisions. On a more personal level, the Sun's transit through Leo enhances romantic and marital relationships. This period is likely to bring deep bonding and mutual coordination between partners, strengthening the foundation of the relationship. Despite the challenges that may arise in other areas of life, your love life is expected to remain stable and fulfilling, with minimal chances of major disagreements. It's a good time to reaffirm your commitments and work together with your partner to navigate any external pressures or stresses. However, it's also important to pay attention to emotional well-being during this time. The Sun's energy in the 4th house can sometimes create a sense of restlessness or dissatisfaction, especially if there are unresolved issues in your personal life. Practicing self-care, maintaining a consistent routine, and ensuring that your home environment is peaceful and organized can help mitigate these feelings and promote emotional stability. Given the Sun's weakened directional strength in the 4th house, it's crucial to take steps to maintain clarity and focus. Decluttering your home and workspace, keeping your surroundings clean and organized, and establishing a consistent daily routine can help you stay grounded and focused. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and contentment, such as hobbies or creative pursuits, can help balance the Sun's intense energy and prevent burnout. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo into your 4th house is a period of significant transformation, offering both challenges and opportunities. By focusing on family and home life, navigating professional obstacles with strategic thinking, and making informed financial decisions, you can emerge from this transit with strengthened relationships, enhanced professional standing, and a more secure foundation for the future. For Gemini, the transit of the Sun into Leo, into their 3rd house, signifies a period marked by increased courage, initiative, and communication. As the Sun transits this house, it brings with it the authoritative energy of Leo, encouraging Gemini individuals to take the lead in various aspects of their lives, particularly in professional and personal endeavors. In the professional realm, this transit is particularly auspicious for those in fields that involve communication, such as marketing, media, teaching, or consultation. The Sun, representing authority and leadership, enhances your ability to express yourself with confidence and clarity, making it easier to win the admiration of superiors and clients alike. This period is ripe for taking bold initiatives, whether it's pitching new ideas, leading projects, or negotiating deals. Your courage and willingness to take risks will be rewarded, as the Sun's influence makes you more charismatic and convincing in your professional interactions. For those preparing for government exams or seeking roles in government or administrative positions, the Sun's transit offers favorable outcomes. The authoritative energy of the Sun aligns well with the structured and disciplined nature required for success in these fields. However, it's crucial to remain vigilant and not miss out on any opportunities that arise during this period. The Sun's presence in the 3rd house enhances your ability to spot and seize these opportunities, but only if you stay alert and proactive. The 3rd house is closely tied to sibling dynamics, and the Sun's influence can either strengthen these bonds or create tensions, depending on how you manage communication and interaction. This is the time to nurture these relationships by being open, supportive, and willing to resolve any past conflicts. The Sun's energy encourages you to take the initiative in mending or enhancing your relationship with your siblings, but it also warns against letting ego or dominance interfere. The Sun's authoritative energy could lead to a deeper appreciation of your father's role in your life, especially in guiding your professional and personal decisions. This is a favorable period for seeking advice and blessings from your father or a mentor, as their wisdom could provide valuable insights that help you navigate the challenges and opportunities of this transit. Communication is at the heart of the 3rd house, and with the Sun transiting through Leo, your communication style is likely to become more assertive and impactful. Whether it's in your personal life or professional sphere, you'll find yourself expressing ideas with greater clarity and confidence. This is an excellent time for those involved in teaching, counseling, or any role that involves sharing knowledge, as your words will carry more weight and authority. The 3rd house is also associated with learning and self-improvement, and the Sun's influence may prompt you to take up new courses, certifications, or even hobbies that enhance your professional skills or personal interests. These pursuits could be particularly beneficial if they align with your long-term goals, as the Sun's energy in Leo supports growth and progress through self-initiative and effort. In terms of personal relationships, particularly with your partner or spouse, the Sun's transit in Leo brings a mix of positive and challenging influences. While your confidence and leadership in communication may strengthen your bond, there's also a risk of becoming overly dominant or egoistic, which could lead to misunderstandings or conflicts. It's important to balance assertiveness with empathy, ensuring that you listen as much as you speak and consider your partner's feelings and perspectives. Emotional well-being during this period may be influenced by your ability to manage these interpersonal dynamics. The Sun's energy can sometimes lead to heightened emotions or a sense of urgency in resolving issues, so it's crucial to approach personal relationships with patience and understanding. Taking time to reflect on your communication style and making a conscious effort to avoid unnecessary conflicts will help maintain harmony in your relationships. These travels could be highly beneficial, especially if they are aligned with your spiritual or personal development goals. The influence of Saturn in the 9th house suggests that these journeys may not only be physical but also metaphorical, representing significant changes or transitions in your life. The possibility of a change in residence or workplace is also indicated during this transit. Whether it's a relocation for work, a change in your living situation, or even a shift in your daily routine, the Sun's energy encourages you to embrace these changes with courage and adaptability. This period is about stepping out of your comfort zone and taking bold steps towards new beginnings, whether in your personal life or professional endeavors. To balance the Sun's assertive energy, it's advisable to practice humility and empathy in your interactions, especially with loved ones. This will help prevent ego clashes and ensure that your relationships remain strong and supportive. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in your 3rd house offers a dynamic and potentially transformative period for Gemini. By embracing the opportunities for growth in communication, professional ventures, and personal relationships, and by managing the challenges with wisdom and humility, you can make significant strides towards your goals and strengthen your connections with those around you. For Cancer, as the Sun transits into Leo, entering the 2nd house, this period highlights critical themes surrounding money, family, speech, and investments. The 2nd house is associated with wealth, resources, family values, and communication, making this transit particularly significant for financial and familial dynamics. The authoritative energy of the Sun, amplified by its rulership in Leo, brings both opportunities and challenges in these areas, urging Cancer individuals to navigate this period with caution, especially in matters of communication and relationships. The Sun's transit through the 2nd house brings a strong focus on financial matters, potentially marking a period of increased income and stability. This is an opportune time to make strategic financial decisions, such as investments, savings, or even exploring new sources of income. The Sun's energy encourages bold actions in financial planning, and you may find yourself more confident in taking calculated risks that could lead to significant monetary gains. The mutual aspect between the Sun in the 2nd house and Saturn retrograding in the 8th house activates the wealth and inheritance axis. This alignment may bring opportunities related to inheritance or other financial windfalls, but it also suggests the need for careful management of these resources. Saturn's influence, especially in retrograde, indicates that any financial gains may come with responsibilities or obligations that require thoughtful consideration. It's essential to approach these matters with a long-term perspective, ensuring that any decisions made during this period align with your overall financial goals. However, the Sun's authoritative presence in the 2nd house can also lead to potential conflicts in financial matters, particularly within the family. You may find yourself adopting a more assertive or even aggressive stance in discussions about money, which could create tension. It's crucial to balance your assertiveness with diplomacy, ensuring that your communication does not strain familial relationships. On the professional front, the Sun's transit is likely to energize your career, bringing recognition and appreciation for your efforts. Your straightforward and confident communication style will serve you well in professional interactions, allowing you to make a strong impression on clients, colleagues, and superiors. This is a period where your hard work and dedication are likely to be rewarded, potentially leading to promotions, new opportunities, or increased responsibilities. However, the Sun's powerful influence also calls for caution in how you manage professional relationships. While your directness can be a strength, there's a fine line between assertiveness and coming across as overly blunt or domineering. It's important to be mindful of your tone and approach, especially when dealing with team members or subordinates. The potential for professional progress is high during this transit, but so is the risk of conflicts arising from miscommunication or ego clashes. Maintaining humility and staying grounded, even as you receive praise or achieve success, will be key to navigating this period effectively. The Sun's transit in the second house places a spotlight on family relationships, particularly in how you communicate with loved ones. While this period may bring support and appreciation from your family, it also carries the potential for conflicts, especially if your speech becomes too authoritative or harsh. The second house governs not just wealth but also speech, and with the Sun's fiery energy, there's a heightened risk of saying things that could hurt or alienate those close to you. It's important to be mindful of your words during this time, as the Sun's influence can make you more prone to speaking bluntly or impulsively. This is especially true in situations where you feel the need to assert your authority or defend your position. While honesty is important, it's equally crucial to deliver your messages with tact and consideration for others' feelings. Despite these potential challenges, the Sun's presence in the second house also offers an opportunity to strengthen familial bonds. By consciously choosing to communicate with empathy and respect, you can use this period to reinforce positive relationships with your family, ensuring that any discussions about finances or family matters are approached in a way that fosters understanding and cooperation. The mutual aspect between the Sun and Saturn, with Saturn retrograding in the 8th house, adds a layer of complexity to this transit. The 8th house is associated with deep transformations, sudden changes, and shared resources, which means this period could bring unexpected developments in areas like inheritance, joint finances, or even personal transformations. While the Sun's energy supports bold decisions and actions, Saturn's influence urges caution and careful consideration. Health-wise, there may be concerns related to younger siblings or potential disruptions in travel plans. It's advisable to approach any changes or challenges with resilience and a flexible mindset, understanding that some situations may require patience and adaptability. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the second house for Cancer is a period marked by opportunities for financial growth and professional recognition, balanced by the need for careful management of communication and relationships. This transit offers the potential for significant progress in both personal and professional arenas, but it also demands mindfulness in how you express your authority and manage interpersonal dynamics. By approaching this period with a focus on humility, respect, and thoughtful decision-making, you can harness the positive energies of this transit while mitigating its challenges. For Leo, the Sun's transit into its own sign, specifically in the first house, brings an exceptionally potent period. The first house represents one's personality, intellect, ego, and overall physicality, making this transit a time of heightened self-awareness, self-expression, and personal growth. As the Sun enters the first house, Leo individuals are likely to experience a significant boost in self-confidence and physical energy. This transit brings out the core qualities of Leo: leadership, creativity, and charisma. You will find yourself more assertive and eager to take the initiative in both your personal and professional life. This newfound confidence will not go unnoticed by those around you, especially in the workplace. Your ability to lead, make quick decisions, and influence others will be at its peak, potentially leading to promotions or new opportunities that align with your ambitions. In professional settings, the Sun's energy will make you stand out. Your innovative ideas and strong individual communication style will impress your superiors and colleagues alike, paving the way for career advancement. However, the Sun's influence can sometimes make you overly dominant, which could strain relationships with coworkers. To maintain harmony in the workplace, it's advisable to temper your assertiveness with a sense of humility and openness to others' input. While the Sun's transit brings considerable advantages professionally, it can also create challenges in your personal life, particularly in your relationships. The same assertiveness and confidence that serve you well in your career can become a source of tension in more intimate settings. The first house governs your personality and ego, and with the Sun's energy here, there is a tendency to become more self-centered and, at times, egoistic. This period could lead to conflicts, especially with your partner or close family members. Your dominant nature, when unchecked, might result in disagreements or misunderstandings, as others may perceive your behavior as overly controlling or dismissive. It's important to recognize this potential pitfall and actively work to mitigate it by practicing empathy and patience in your interactions. The mutual aspect between the Sun in your first house and Saturn retrograding in your 7th house of relationships further emphasizes this point. Saturn's retrograde motion brings a reflective and, at times, restrictive energy to your relationships, making this a period of transformation and reevaluation. While the Sun empowers you to focus on yourself, Saturn urges caution and responsibility in how you manage your partnerships. Your self-focus could lead to a sense of burnout in your relationships. To counteract this, consider spending quality time with your partner, or even planning a getaway to rejuvenate and rebuild the bond. The Sun's transit through the first house also places a strong emphasis on your physical health and overall well-being. This is a time when your vitality is high, making it an ideal period to focus on self-care, including your diet, exercise, and mental health. Engaging in regular physical activity, following a balanced diet will help you harness the Sun's energy effectively, boosting your immunity and physical fitness. However, with great energy comes the need for balance. The intensity of the Sun's influence can sometimes lead to burnout if not managed properly. It's essential to listen to your body and avoid pushing yourself too hard. Prioritize rest and relaxation, and ensure that you are not neglecting your mental health in the pursuit of physical goals. The Sun in the first house makes this an optimal time for personal development, but it's also a period where self-discipline and moderation are key to long-term success. Financially, the Sun's transit is likely to bring opportunities for growth and stability. The increased self-confidence and clear decision-making ability that characterize this period can lead to wise investments and financial gains. There may be sudden monetary gains, especially at the beginning of the transit, followed by a steady increase in savings and potential benefits from government-related work or promotions. The mutual aspect between the Sun and Saturn also highlights the importance of making informed decisions that will have long-term impacts. This is the time to focus on leveraging your resources and intelligence to secure your financial future. Whether it's through new investments, starting a business, or simply making smarter financial choices, the decisions you make during this period will play a crucial role in shaping your future prosperity. The influence of Mercury and Venus, which will also impact your first house during this transit, adds another layer of complexity and opportunity. These planetary influences combined with the Sun's energy make this a period of immense potential for personal and professional growth. However, the key to maximizing the benefits of this transit lies in your ability to manage the Sun's intense energy with care, ensuring that your self-confidence does not turn into arrogance, and that your drive for success does not come at the expense of your relationships or well-being. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the first house is a powerful and transformative period for those born under the Leo Zodiac. It offers significant opportunities for personal growth, professional advancement, and financial stability, but also presents challenges that require careful management. By focusing on self-care, maintaining balance in relationships, and making thoughtful decisions, you can harness the positive energies of this transit to create lasting success and fulfillment in both your personal and professional life. For Virgo, the Sun's transit into Leo, particularly in the 12th house, brings a complex mix of challenges and opportunities, primarily revolving around themes of expenditure, foreign connections, spirituality, and self-exploration. The 12th house is often associated with hidden aspects of life, including the subconscious mind, losses, and isolation. As the Sun, the ruler of your 12th house, moves into its own sign, it intensifies these themes, compelling Virgo individuals to confront areas of life that are often kept in the background or are not openly acknowledged. The Sun in the 12th house urges you to seek solitude and engage in introspective activities that nourish your soul. This is an excellent time to delve into meditation, yoga, or other practices that help you connect with your inner self and explore your subconscious mind. You may feel a stronger pull towards spiritual practices, charitable work, or activities that involve helping others without expecting anything in return. However, this introspective period might also bring about feelings of isolation or loneliness. The need for solitude can sometimes lead to withdrawal from social activities, which might be misunderstood by others, particularly in personal relationships. It's essential to communicate your needs to your loved ones to avoid unnecessary tension or misunderstandings. The Sun's position in the 12th house can lead to issues related to the immune system, digestive health, or stress-related ailments. It's crucial to maintain a disciplined diet and exercise routine, as neglecting these aspects could lead to more severe health problems. The 12th house governs expenditure, and with the Sun illuminating this area, there is a heightened risk of increased expenses or financial losses. You may find yourself facing unexpected expenses, particularly related to health, travel, or foreign matters. To mitigate these risks, it's advisable to create a strict budget and avoid unnecessary spending. This is not the best time for significant investments or financial risks, as the likelihood of losses is higher. For those working in multinational corporations, government sectors, or professions involving foreign connections, this can be a period of progress and recognition. The Sun in the 12th house enhances your competitive nature, making you more determined to succeed and establish your individuality in the workplace. However, this competitive drive may also lead to clashes with colleagues or superiors, especially if you become too focused on asserting your dominance. The 12th house also represents foreign lands, and this transit may open up opportunities for travel, working abroad, or engaging with international clients. If you are planning a foreign trip or considering a move to a different country for work or education, this period could prove favorable, especially with the Sun's aspect on the 6th house of service and daily work. However, the Sun in the 12th house can sometimes bring about situations where you feel confined or restricted in your professional life. This could manifest as bureaucratic challenges, delays in projects, or difficulties in getting your ideas accepted. Patience and strategic thinking will be essential to navigate these challenges effectively. The Sun's energy in the 12th house can lead to ego clashes or dominance issues in close relationships, particularly with your spouse or family members. The desire to assert your individuality might not always align with the expectations or needs of your loved ones, leading to potential conflicts. It's important to approach your relationships with humility and a willingness to compromise to maintain harmony. The 12th house is associated with bed pleasures, and the Sun's presence here might bring about issues related to intimacy or emotional connection in your marriage. A lack of proper communication or emotional distance could lead to stress in your marital life. Ensuring that you and your partner are on the same page and making an effort to understand each other's needs will be crucial in overcoming these challenges. Adding to the complexity of this transit is Saturn's retrograde motion in your 6th house, which governs daily routines, health, and service. The mutual aspect between the Sun and Saturn activates your 6th and 12th house axis, emphasizing the need for discipline, routine, and attention to detail in your daily life. Health issues, particularly related to the digestive system or chronic conditions, might require more attention during this time. It's essential to adhere to a regular sleep schedule, as lack of rest can exacerbate health problems and reduce your overall energy levels. Saturn's influence may cause delays or challenges in professional matters, especially if they involve service-related work or responsibilities. On a positive note, Saturn's aspect on the 12th house also brings opportunities for growth through self-awareness. This is a time when you can gain valuable insights about yourself, particularly through interactions with others. Seeking feedback from trusted individuals or mentors can help you identify areas for personal growth and development. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 12th house for Virgo is a period of deep introspection, spiritual growth, and challenges that test your resilience. While this transit emphasizes the need for self-care, financial vigilance, and careful management of personal and professional relationships, it also offers opportunities for growth, particularly in areas related to spirituality, foreign connections, and self-awareness. By maintaining a balanced approach, staying disciplined, and being mindful of your health and relationships, you can navigate this transit successfully and emerge stronger and more self-aware. For Libra, the transit of the Sun through Leo is a significant event, especially since it will be moving through the 11th house, a house that is critical for gains, income, social networks, and the fulfillment of desires. This transit brings a blend of challenges and opportunities, impacting various facets of life, including finances, professional achievements, relationships, and personal growth. The 11th house is traditionally associated with gains, both financial and social, and during this period, Libra individuals can expect an upsurge in their financial prospects. The Sun, ruling the 11th house, is strong in its own sign, Leo, which suggests that there will be a robust influence on income and professional growth. There is a high likelihood of receiving recognition for past efforts, which could come in the form of promotions, bonuses, or public acknowledgement. This is a particularly favorable time for those looking to increase their income through incentives or recognition from superiors or government authorities. The influence of the Sun in this house enhances the possibility of fruitful collaborations and successful networking. Professional gains may come through connections with influential people or mentors, particularly elder siblings, who may offer substantial support. However, it is essential to maintain a diligent and goal-oriented approach during this transit, as Saturn's retrograde in the 5th house emphasizes the importance of hard work and persistence in achieving long-term goals. This transit will also have a significant impact on social networks and relationships. The Sun's presence in the 11th house highlights the importance of aligning with groups or causes related to social welfare, which can bring both personal satisfaction and public recognition. However, there may also be challenges in maintaining harmony within social circles. Conflicts or misunderstandings with friends or within the broader network are possible, and it will be crucial to navigate these situations with tact and diplomacy. Libra individuals may find themselves in situations where they need to compromise or resolve disputes collaboratively. The Sun's aspect on the 5th house, which governs creativity, children, and romance, further emphasizes the need to balance personal desires with the demands of relationships. For those with children, this transit can be a time of pride, as their achievements in academics or other areas of life may bring joy and satisfaction. On the personal front, this transit is likely to enhance the quality of time spent with family and loved ones. Social outings, parties, and gatherings will bring joy and strengthen bonds within the family. The support from family members, particularly from the father or paternal figures, will be instrumental in overcoming challenges. This is a favorable time for building mutual understanding and creating lasting memories with loved ones. The transit also emphasizes the importance of nurturing relationships with elder siblings. There may be opportunities to collaborate with them on professional or personal projects, leading to mutual benefits. However, it is important to be mindful of any underlying tensions or unresolved issues within the family, as these could surface during this period. While the Sun's transit through the 11th house is generally favorable, there are some potential health concerns that Libra individuals should be aware of. At the beginning of the transit, it is advisable to ensure adequate rest and relaxation, as there may be a tendency towards overexertion. Midway through the transit, there could be challenges related to excessive expenditure and a temporary lack of confidence. It is essential to manage stress levels and avoid any activities that could lead to legal or ethical complications, as these could have negative repercussions. Towards the end of the transit, there may be a slight dip in vitality, so it is crucial to prioritize health and avoid any risky activities. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and mindfulness practices can help mitigate these effects and maintain overall well-being. Saturn's retrograde motion in the 5th house, in its Mula Tricon sign of Aquarius, adds a layer of complexity to this transit. Saturn's influence on the 11th house emphasizes the importance of setting clear and realistic goals for the future. This is a time for strategic planning, where diligence and persistence are key to achieving long-term success. This period also calls for a reassessment of relationships and social connections. The 11th house, being the house of contradictions, can bring to light any imbalances or unresolved issues within social networks. It is important to address these issues with a collaborative and humble approach, as maintaining cordial relationships will be crucial for future success. Saturn's influence also suggests that there may be some karmic connections or responsibilities that need to be addressed during this time. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 11th house for Libra is a period of significant potential for financial and professional gains, supported by strong social networks and family ties. However, this transit also presents challenges that require careful navigation, particularly in the areas of health, relationships, and long-term planning. By maintaining a balanced approach, focusing on strategic goals, and nurturing important relationships, Libra individuals can make the most of this transit and set the stage for future success. This is a time to harness the positive energies of the Sun and Saturn, align with meaningful causes, and work towards the fulfillment of long-term desires and ambitions. For Scorpio, the Sun's transit through Leo holds significant implications as it activates the 10th house, an area associated with career, public image, authority, and success. This transit not only shines a spotlight on professional advancements, but also brings a blend of challenges and opportunities on both personal and professional fronts. The Sun, being a benefic planet for career matters and transiting through its own sign of Leo, gains directional strength in 10th house. This means that Scorpio individuals are likely to experience significant progress in their professional lives. The Sun's powerful presence here suggests that your hard work, skills, and leadership abilities will not go unnoticed. You may impress superiors and authority figures, leading to promotions, public recognition, and a rise in status. This period is particularly favorable for those in positions of leadership, or those aspiring to take on more responsibility. The influence of the Sun will likely boost your confidence and determination to excel, driving you to seek validation and acknowledgement for your achievements. If you are involved in business, especially one that deals with public relations, communication, or government contracts, this transit could bring lucrative opportunities and successful ventures. While the professional front is set to flourish, the intense focus on career advancement may come at a cost to personal relationships. The Sun's strong presence in the 10th house may lead to conflicts at home, particularly with your partner or close family members, due to the imbalance between professional commitments and personal time. It's crucial to maintain vigilance over your behavior, ensuring that your pursuit of career goals does not alienate those who matter most in your personal life. There's a possibility that your assertiveness and drive for success may be perceived as egoistic or domineering by others, which could strain relationships. To mitigate these effects, it's important to stay grounded and adopt a humble approach, especially in personal interactions. Open communication with your partner and family members about your professional pressures could help in maintaining harmony and understanding. Saturn's retrograde transit in your 4th house adds another layer of complexity to this period. Saturn's energy is pushing you out of your comfort zone, making it necessary to focus on your career and public responsibilities rather than retreating into domestic comforts. This 4th to 10th house axis highlights a karmic time for Scorpio individuals, where balancing professional and personal duties becomes crucial. The aspect of the Sun on the 4th house also emphasizes the need to pay attention to your home and family, particularly your relationship with your mother. This may be a time to reconnect with her or address any unresolved issues from the past. Decluttering and organizing your living space and workplace can also have a positive impact on your mental clarity and productivity, as the Sun demands consistency and orderliness. This transit also brings the potential for financial gains, particularly through your professional efforts. Sudden gains or increments in income are likely, especially at the beginning and middle of the transit. These financial benefits could come through recognition of your work, successful completion of projects, or assistance from influential figures. The Sun's strong position in the 10th house favors those who are proactive in seeking new opportunities, applying for better positions, or expanding their professional network. If you have been waiting for a promotion, government contract, or completion of a long-pending project, this transit might bring the breakthrough you need. Resources are favorable, and if you channel your efforts wisely, you can secure substantial professional and financial advancements. However, it is essential to avoid letting your confidence turn into arrogance, as this could negatively impact your relationships and overall success. While the Sun's transit is largely beneficial for your career, it's important not to neglect your health and well-being during this period. The intense focus on professional goals may lead to stress, and it's crucial to maintain a balance between work and personal life. Incorporating regular physical activity, mindfulness practices, and a healthy diet into your routine will help you manage the demands of this period effectively. Be mindful of your emotional health, particularly in dealing with the pressures of work and potential conflicts at home. Ensuring that you take time for self-care and relaxation will be vital in sustaining your energy and maintaining overall well-being. This transit offers Scorpio individuals a unique opportunity to align with their karmic duties, particularly in the professional realm. The connection between the Sun in the 10th house and Saturn in the 4th house suggests that your current efforts will lay the groundwork for long-term success. It's a time to step out of your comfort zone, take on new challenges, and build meaningful connections that will support your career growth. It's also a period for introspection, where you may revisit past professional relationships or projects that hold significance in your current path. Reaching out to former colleagues, mentors, or trusted friends could open doors to new opportunities or provide valuable insights. This is a time to be proactive, diligent, and strategic in your career planning, ensuring that you capitalize on the favorable conditions this transit offers. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 10th house brings a powerful period of professional growth, recognition, and financial gains for Scorpio individuals. However, this transit also challenges you to balance your career ambitions with personal relationships and well-being. By staying grounded, maintaining open communication with loved ones, and embracing the opportunities for karmic growth, you can navigate this transit successfully and lay the foundation for long-term success. For Sagittarius, the Sun's transit through Leo, occurring in the 9th house, ushers in a period marked by significant opportunities, spiritual growth, and transformative journeys. This transit is largely favorable, promising professional success, enhanced luck, and a deeper connection to spiritual pursuits. However, it also brings challenges that require careful navigation, particularly in personal relationships and health matters related to the father. As the Sun transits its own sign, Leo, in the 9th house, Sagittarius individuals are likely to experience a significant boost in their professional lives. The Sun's strong presence in this house indicates that your efforts in the workplace will align with your expectations, leading to professional gains and recognition. If you are aspiring for a new job, this period is particularly auspicious for applying, as the chances of success are high. The energy of the Sun will propel you forward, helping you to make a strong impression on superiors and colleagues alike. For those in roles related to teaching, mentoring, or consulting, this transit brings an added advantage. Your ability to communicate effectively and influence others will be at its peak, allowing you to establish yourself as an authority figure in your field. However, it's important to remain vigilant over any tendencies towards egoistic behavior, as this could create problems in both professional and personal realms. This period is also beneficial for students, particularly those involved in higher education or research. The Sun's influence will instill a sense of discipline and focus, enabling you to work hard and achieve better results in your academic pursuits. For those considering further studies or embarking on a new educational journey, this transit offers strong support and favorable outcomes. During this transit, Sagittarius individuals are likely to feel a stronger inclination towards spiritual and religious activities. This could manifest as a desire to going on journeys of self-discovery, engage in spiritual practices, or seek knowledge beyond the mundane. Long-distance travel, particularly for spiritual or educational purposes, is favored during this period. Whether it's a pilgrimage, a study tour, or a journey to a foreign land, the Sun's presence in the 9th house enhances your luck and the chances of success in such endeavors. If you are planning to move abroad for work or education, this is an ideal time to initiate the process, as the energies are conducive to making this transition smoothly and successfully. While the Sun's transit in the 9th house brings many positive aspects, it also requires careful attention to personal relationships. The focus on professional and spiritual pursuits might cause you to inadvertently neglect the personal space of your loved ones. It's important to be mindful of this and make a conscious effort to understand and respect the feelings and objectives of those close to you. To maintain harmony in your relationships, you may need to balance your time and energy between professional commitments and personal life. Making an effort to communicate openly and act in accordance with your loved one's wishes will go a long way in restoring and preserving peace at home. By doing so, you can ensure that your personal front remains progressive and supportive, even as you pursue your professional and spiritual goals. One area of concern during this transit is the health of your father. The Sun's transit through the 9th house can sometimes bring challenges related to the father's well-being. It's advisable to keep a close eye on his health and take necessary precautions to ensure his well-being. Regular checkups and a supportive environment can help mitigate any potential health issues during this period. At the beginning of the transit, you may also face some challenges at work, such as unexpected obstacles or conflicts. While these issues may cause temporary setbacks, the middle of the transit is likely to bring financial gains and a rise in your position or status. However, be prepared for the possibility of an unwanted transfer or other changes in your workplace towards the end of the transit. These changes, while potentially disruptive, could also open up new opportunities for growth and advancement in the long run. Saturn's retrograde transit in your 3rd house adds another layer of influence to this period. Saturn's retrograde motion in its mule tricon sign of Aquarius indicates that you may need to step out of your comfort zone and embrace change. This could involve starting a new journey, whether in terms of relocating, changing your line of work, or taking on new responsibilities within your current organization. This period is also favorable for enhancing your communication skills and learning new things. The Sun's aspect on the 3rd house emphasizes the need to invest in your communication abilities, whether through formal education, self-study, or practical experience. By doing so, you can harness the Sun's energy to improve your professional standing and create long-lasting, positive outcomes. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 9th house brings a period of growth, success, and spiritual exploration for Sagittarius individuals. While the transit is largely favorable, bringing professional gains, enhanced fortune, and opportunities for higher learning, it also requires careful management of personal relationships and attention to health matters, particularly concerning the father. This is a time to embrace change, step out of your comfort zone, and align your efforts with the higher purpose that this transit is guiding you towards. For Capricorn, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 8th house marks a challenging period, primarily focusing on transformation, introspection, and significant changes in various aspects of life. This period will demand resilience and careful management of both professional and personal matters, but it also offers opportunities for spiritual growth and financial improvement if navigated wisely. The 8th house is a house of upheaval, and this transit suggests that you may face unexpected challenges and obstacles in your career. These could manifest as increased workloads, unforeseen problems at work, or even issues that prompt you to consider a change in your professional arena. However, it's crucial to note that any impulsive decisions regarding career changes during this period may not yield favorable results. The environment may not be conducive to major shifts, and any such changes could be more disruptive than beneficial. The professional arena during this transit will require heightened attention and effort, as setbacks are likely to pose significant challenges. Despite your best efforts, the progress may seem slow or blocked, and this could lead to frustration and a lack of motivation. It is essential to remain patient and persistent, as this period is about enduring and overcoming rather than rapid success. The Sun's influence here can also bring about issues with authority figures, so it's wise to approach conflicts at work with caution and diplomacy. The 8th house's association with sudden gains and losses means that this period could bring unexpected financial changes. There is a potential for both loss and gain, so it's important to avoid impulsive financial decisions, especially those involving joint ventures or shared resources. Be particularly cautious about investments or large expenditures, as the risk of loss is heightened. Interestingly, despite the challenges, there is also a possibility of financial improvement, particularly related to hidden wealth or secondary sources of income. The Sun's aspect on the second house of finances suggests that with careful management and strategic decisions, you may be able to secure financial stability or even see an increase in income. However, this will require disciplined financial planning and a focus on improving your communication and relationship building skills, as these will be key in navigating financial negotiations or inheritance matters. On the personal front, the Sun's transit through the 8th house can create tension and dissatisfaction, particularly in marital or long-term relationships. The 8th house is a challenging position for the Sun, and its influence can bring about misunderstandings, conflicts, or a lack of mutual understanding between partners. This could lead to unnecessary arguments, or a feeling of emotional distance. For married Capricorn individuals, it is essential to approach this period with patience and a willingness to work through issues with open communication and empathy. Despite these challenges, the transit also has the potential to deepen your connection with your partner if you both make a conscious effort to address and resolve any underlying issues. This period can serve as a time of transformation in your relationship, where addressing hidden or suppressed emotions could lead to greater intimacy and mutual understanding in the long run. Family dynamics may also be strained, particularly regarding the health and well-being of family members. The 8th house's association with health issues suggests that you may need to focus on maintaining your health and that of your loved ones. It's advisable to follow a balanced diet, regular exercise, and stress management techniques during this transit to mitigate any potential health problems. Drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated is also emphasized as a way to support overall well-being. While the Sun's transit through the 8th house is often challenging, it also offers profound opportunities for spiritual growth and the exploration of hidden knowledge. This is a time when you may feel drawn to introspection, meditation, or the study of esoteric or occult subjects. The influence of the Sun in its own sign, Leo, in the 8th house, suggests that despite the challenges, you will emerge stronger and more resilient. This transit encourages you to confront your fears, embrace change, and transform any negative patterns into sources of strength. Adding to the complexity of this transit is Saturn's retrograde in the 2nd house, which governs speech, family, and finances. Saturn's retrograde motion emphasizes the need for careful communication and mindfulness in how you express yourself. During this time, you may come across as cold or overly authoritative, which could exacerbate conflicts, particularly in personal relationships. Practicing humility and thinking carefully before speaking is crucial to maintaining harmony during this period. Saturn's aspect on the 8th house further intensifies the themes of transformation and discipline. While the challenges may seem overwhelming, they also serve as catalysts for significant personal growth. By focusing on improving your communication and dietary habits, you can create a more favorable environment for financial and personal stability. This transit is a test of endurance and wisdom, urging you to rise above difficulties and emerge stronger. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 8th house for Capricorn is a time of profound transformation, marked by professional challenges, financial caution, and the potential for deep spiritual growth. While the period may bring difficulties, particularly in career and personal relationships, it also offers opportunities for introspection, hidden financial gains, and the strengthening of spiritual practices. The key to success lies in maintaining a balanced approach, avoiding impulsive decisions, and fostering positive relationships both at work and at home. For Aquarius, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 7th house brings to the forefront significant themes related to partnerships, both personal and professional. The 7th house governs relationships, marriage, collaborations, and public interactions, making this period a critical time for evaluating and strengthening these connections. However, the Sun's position here also introduces challenges, particularly in the form of conflicts, ego clashes, and potential misunderstandings. This transit demands a balanced approach, where careful management of relationships, health, and professional dealings will be crucial to navigating the period successfully. The 7th house is naturally associated with partnerships, and the Sun's transit here can intensify both positive and negative aspects of these connections. On the one hand, the Sun can bring clarity and insight into the dynamics of your relationships, allowing you to address any underlying issues that may have been ignored. However, the Sun's presence in this house can also highlight ego conflicts, leading to disagreements and misunderstandings. For Aquarius individuals, this transit suggests that personal issues within the family, particularly with your spouse, may come to the surface. There is a tendency for strong contradictions to arise over seemingly petty issues, which can escalate into more significant conflicts if not managed carefully. It is essential to approach these situations with calmness and intellect, rather than reacting impulsively. The Sun in Leo can sometimes foster a sense of pride and stubbornness, which, if unchecked, can lead to unnecessary arguments and a lack of mutual understanding in relationships. The advice here is to remain patient and to prioritize communication. This period is not about winning arguments but about maintaining harmony and understanding in your relationships. By stepping forward with empathy and a willingness to listen, you can mitigate the potential for conflict and instead use this time to strengthen the bonds with your partner. This house governs partnerships and collaborations in the business world, and during this period, you may find that working closely with a professional partner could lead to significant gains. The intelligence and efforts of your partner are likely to bring new opportunities and could be beneficial for your future prospects. However, the Sun's influence also suggests that vigilance is necessary to avoid misunderstandings or conflicts over joint ventures. While the potential for professional success is present, it is equally important to maintain decorum and professionalism in your behavior. The Sun's energy can sometimes create a domineering or authoritative presence, which, if not balanced, could lead to friction with colleagues or business partners. It's crucial to approach professional matters with a cooperative attitude, ensuring that all parties feel respected and valued. This transit could also indicate new opportunities for expansion in business, particularly through partnerships. Whether you are looking to form new alliances or strengthen existing ones, this is a favorable time to focus on collaboration and mutual benefit. However, it's important to carefully evaluate the terms of any agreements and to be clear about expectations to avoid future disputes. The Sun's journey through the 7th house, while primarily focused on relationships, also brings an indirect influence on your physical well-being. Saturn's retrograde in your 1st house adds another layer of complexity, emphasizing the need for discipline and self-care. Saturn's presence in your 1st house can create a sense of fatigue or stress, making it essential to maintain a healthy lifestyle to support your vitality. The recommendation is to adopt a balanced diet and regular exercise routine to keep your energy levels high and to mitigate the stress that may arise from both personal and professional challenges. Staying hydrated and managing stress through mindfulness or relaxation techniques will also be beneficial during this period. The Sun's influence on your 1st house through its aspect can boost your immunity and vitality, provided you take proactive steps to maintain your health. This is also a time to focus on rejuvenation and self-care. The Sun in the 7th house can sometimes bring about feelings of loneliness or isolation, particularly if conflicts in relationships become overwhelming. Taking time to relax, engage in activities that you enjoy, and connect with friends or loved ones can help alleviate these feelings and provide emotional support. One of the key challenges during this transit is managing your ego and communication style. The Sun in Leo is powerful and confident, but in the 7th house, it can sometimes manifest as a tendency to assert dominance in relationships or professional interactions. This can lead to conflicts, particularly if others perceive you as being overly authoritative or dismissive of their opinions. The mutual aspect between the Sun in your 7th house and Saturn in your 1st house underscores the importance of discipline and humility. Saturn's retrograde motion can amplify feelings of frustration or rigidity, making it even more important to approach situations with a calm and measured attitude. The advice is to be mindful of your words and to avoid letting ego drive your decisions. Instead, focus on collaboration, compromise, and mutual respect in all your interactions. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 7th house for Aquarius is a period marked by significant focus on relationships, partnerships, and personal well-being. While the transit brings challenges in the form of potential conflicts and misunderstandings, it also offers opportunities for growth, both personally and professionally. By maintaining a balanced approach, focusing on self-care, and being mindful of communication, Aquarius individuals can navigate this period successfully. For Pisces, the Sun's transit through Leo, occurring in the 6th house, brings forth a transformative phase that focuses heavily on personal growth, overcoming challenges, and professional advancement. The 6th house is traditionally associated with health, enemies, debts, and daily routines. With the Sun transiting through its own sign, this period is marked by significant opportunities, but it also requires careful management of certain areas in life to fully harness its potential. The Sun, being a natural significator of authority and leadership, enhances your ability to handle professional challenges with confidence and determination. This period is ideal for those in administrative roles, government positions, or those aspiring to secure such roles, as the Sun's influence will drive you toward success. The clarity of thought and a more assertive demeanor will help you push through obstacles and complete any pending projects that have been lingering. This time is marked by progress, not just in terms of completing tasks but in gaining recognition for your efforts. However, it is crucial to approach professional dealings with a strategic mindset. The 6th house also rules over enemies and rivals, meaning that while you are likely to surpass competition, this period may also bring about situations where you must tactfully handle conflicts or power struggles at work. The Sun's aspect on the 12th house, which governs losses and hidden enemies, further emphasizes the need to be cautious of covert opposition. Yet, this transit suggests that you will emerge victorious if you stay focused and proactive in your endeavors. Financially, this period is marked by both opportunities and potential pitfalls. The Sun's influence in the 6th house brings about economic growth and can aid in overcoming financial hurdles. For business owners and entrepreneurs, this is a favorable time to see gains from your efforts, as your clear perspective and strategic thinking will drive success. However, the need to be cautious about debts is underscored during this transit. While taking on loans may seem like a necessary step to fulfill certain financial needs, it's important to carefully consider the terms and long-term implications of such decisions. The Sun's position here suggests that while you have the capability to handle financial stress, recklessness in financial matters could lead to complications later on. The Sun's transit through the 6th house also brings focus to personal relationships, particularly those that might be strained due to the intense energy of this period. There is an indication that conflicts may arise within close relationships, especially with a spouse or partner. The unbalanced impact of external pressures could lead to misunderstandings or disagreements, and frequent arguments over trivial matters might strain your relationships further. Mutual understanding and cautious communication are key during this time to prevent these issues from escalating. The Sun's powerful energy can sometimes translate into an overly authoritative or rigid approach, which might not be well received in personal dynamics. Therefore, it's important to balance assertiveness with empathy and patience. The Sun in the 6th house promotes physical strength and vitality, making this an excellent time to focus on improving your health through exercise, diet, and overall wellness routines. Engaging in activities like yoga and meditation can be particularly beneficial, as they not only enhance physical health but also help in maintaining mental balance. However, the transit also comes with warnings. Special care should be taken regarding digestive health and the legs, as there might be a tendency to overexert yourself or neglect these areas, leading to discomfort or health issues. It's also crucial to ensure that your sleep routine is well regulated, as the Sun's aspect on the 12th house can disrupt sleep patterns. Achieving a balanced daily routine that incorporates adequate rest, exercise, and a healthy diet will be essential in maintaining overall well-being during this transit. With the Sun aspecting the 12th house, which governs spirituality and introspection, there is a strong indication that this period will encourage you to delve deeper into spiritual practices. Whether it's through meditation, yoga, or other forms of spiritual discipline, you are likely to find a heightened sense of inner peace and clarity. This transit is a time for Pisces individuals to reorganize and declutter both their physical space and their mental approach to life. The Sun's energy encourages consistency and a disciplined routine, which, if adhered to, can lead to significant personal growth. The influence of Saturn, which is retrograding in the 12th house during this time, adds a layer of intensity to this transit. Saturn's retrograde motion in the 12th house suggests that there may be some karmic issues or past matters that need to be addressed. This could manifest as a period of introspection, where you are required to confront past actions or unresolved issues. However, with the Sun's empowering energy in the 6th house, you are equipped to handle these challenges and come out stronger. Overall, the Sun's transit through Leo in the 6th house offers Pisces individuals a time of dynamic change, professional growth, and personal introspection. While the period is rife with opportunities for success, particularly in professional and financial spheres, it also calls for careful management of personal relationships, health, and financial decisions. Embracing this period with a disciplined approach and a focus on both practical and spiritual well-being will ensure that you navigate the challenges and opportunities of this transit successfully. As we wrap up this transit episode, remember that these insights are based on sidereal or Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. If you'd like more personalized predictions for their specific zodiac sign or have any questions about their astrological chart, feel free to reach out to us. Stay tuned for more astrological updates. If they found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more astrology insights. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so they never miss an update. Thank they once again for joining us, and we eagerly anticipate sharing more astrological wisdom with they in the future. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright.